My name's Tabitha Osler. I'm a fashion designer and a mother, and 6 months ago, I set out to reinvent children's outerwear. Children's outerwear is the epitome of fast fashion, in that you're always buying new sizes, you're constantly confronted with a new jacket that you need or a new pair of rain boots. Fairchild wanted to solve that problem. We wanted to make sure they would last longer, bridge multiple seasons, were not toxic, and would never end up in a landfill. Our fabric is Blue Sign certified, which guarantees the highest level of chemical safety, not only for the user, but for the environment. I was inspired by heritage workwear because it's outside of the current fast fashion mode. So that's what initially drew me to these heritage patterns when I started researching and studying them. When you'd open up the garment and turn it inside out, there was a whole story about how this garment was built to last forever. So I took pieces from the vintage showroom in London, copied that pattern, and shrunk it down to create a miniature version of these heritage styles. We've got a raincoat that was inspired by a French hunting jacket. We've got splash pants that were inspired by French under trouser, complete with suspenders and brass sliders. Waterproof backpack, a coverall with pleats in the back for ease of movement. Then we have an anorak that has an interior pocket which you can fold the jacket into for easy packability. And we've got a hat which was inspired by a wool British schoolboy's cap. What I would tell a fellow fashion designer is that I think what I'm doing differently and uniquely from what I've seen on the market is I'm taking fashion-oriented patterns. So they're not just your basic raincoat. It's a very unique, stylized pattern. And then I'm just bringing in very innovative fabrics. My aspiration is that children wearing a Fairchild garment can play outside all day. I want them to run and jump in puddles and ponds and climb trees and not be afraid of tearing their clothes or getting wet and cold and having to go inside. So a perfect day for a Fairchild child is to spend the entire day outside, engaging with and learning about nature. Changing children's outerwear is an ambitious project, and this is where we need you, a community of supporters who believe there is an alternative to fast fashion, who believe that children's clothes should never end up in a landfill, should be non-toxic, and will last a long time. Thank you for your support. We're so excited to see your children spend the day outside in Fairchild clothes.